Hello everyone and welcome to my channel, Siriana Tarot. This is going to be a twin flame reading for my dearest Leos. So Leos, we're going to explore the energy of your twin flame connection, what your purpose is in this lifetime, and lessons to be learned, how to strengthen your bond and to raise your vibration. So let's go ahead and jump into this. I'm going to ask that you guys do like this video, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And let's go ahead and jump into this. Leos, let's see what is the truth of your twin flame journey. Messages for my Leos, please, and their twin flame journey. Messages for Leos, please, regarding their twin flame journey. Okay, so your energy is represented by the Tower in reverse. Okay, Scorpio and Aries energy. What your purpose in this lifetime, we have the Ace of Discs in reverse. Okay. An important lesson that you have to learn, the Eight of Cups. How you can grow from this lesson, the Four of Swords in reverse. All right, and what your lives will look like after completing this lesson, Five of Wands in reverse. Beautiful. All right, something you can do to strengthen your bond, the Three of Cups in reverse. A way that you guys can raise your vibration, we have the Knight of Cups. Something your twin is mirroring for you, the Emperor. Some of you, your twin is an Aries. Okay. And what you can do to help your twin reach their highest vibration, we have the Ace of Swords in reverse. Okay. So overall energy, Leo, for your twin flame journey is the Nine of Swords. Okay. So many of you guys, the Nine of Swords here represents this Libra, Gemini, Aquarius energy, but it is truly an awakening. Okay. And we see that here with the Tower moment. There may currently be resistance within your twin flame journey. It could be that there are runner and chaser dynamics here. But you guys are definitely triggering an awakening within each other. Okay? It could be your twin has triggered within you this dark night of the soul to take a look at some of the deep wounds that need to be healed. These deep wounds could be around abandonment. They could be doing inner child work. All right, it could be about betrayal or loss. All right, some of you, you may have lost your twin in previous lifetimes. They may have transitioned before you. Okay, or there may have also been issues with infidelity or abandonment or rejection. These are all issues that are coming up in this lifetime for you to heal and clear. Okay, and a very big part of your twin flame journey. All right, so the Nine of Swords here tells me that you and your twin, or you, okay, have been triggered to go through a dark night of the soul. And it's as a result of the energy that you guys share, okay, whether that's coming into contact or whether that's been you've been trying to call them in. So your energy here is represented by the Tower. Okay, so I do feel as if there is resistance here, Leo, within your union to come together. This resistance may be because the wounding here, the karma that needs to be healed and cleared, it runs very deep. There's a lot of shadow work in this reading. You guys have shared many, many lifetimes together. What's interesting about this Tower energy, though, is that both of you are recognizing that in this lifetime it's necessary that you guys do this heavy lifting, that you do this emotional work, that you do allow these old paradigms to fall, these old narratives to fall, to heal and to cleanse. And I also feel that those of you that have been brave enough to, to weather this dark night of the soul, these dark and these very sort of stormy seas, And especially I'm getting like a lot of energy of rejection or abandonment that's come to the surface to be healed and cleared. I'm getting a lot of trauma. I'm getting a lot of drama. I'm getting a lot of tears. I'm getting a lot of sleepless nights here. But those of you that have had the strength to endure this with the Tower, it's you and your twin putting one foot in front of the other, feeding off of each other's energy, using it to build yourselves back up and to rebuild and to come together. So it's very powerful. This is energy of Pluto. This is Aries and Scorpio. So I do feel like you and your twin may have Aries. One or both of you may have some Aries or Scorpio in your chart, but you guys have faced the darkest night of the soul, but you're also able to come out together and in union. What your purpose is together in this lifetime, we see the Eight of Discs in reverse. So this Eight of Discs in reverse is really being able to, what I'm seeing is they're showing me like plants, or they're showing me bulbs that are that have been ripped up out of the out of the ground because they weren't planted, or they didn't have enough time to take root. Okay, but despite that, what I'm seeing is that like after the storm, almost like after a tornado or torrential downpour, that these bulbs have been ripped out from from the root, but where they have been left is where they are going to grow. And so it's like there's this energy of beautiful resilience. There's an energy to this reading and to your twin flame journey, or those of you that I'm channeling, there's been a stop and a start. There's been major upheaval, okay? There have been lots of obstacles within this lifetime. There may be even what we perceive a missed opportunity between you and your twin. And some of you guys have been sort of left sort of dazed and confused, wandering around, wondering how you can recover from this, or how and if this connection can ever come back together. But what I was being shown with that analogy with the bulbs is that yes, there's been a major uprooting. There's been trauma. Okay, there's been movement that was really unexpected, but the strength of this connection is that it can take root after this major storm, after this major upheaval. Now, an important lesson that you guys need to learn in this lifetime, we have the Eight of Cups. And the Eight of Cups is, again, this is maybe why I'm getting the runner-chaser dynamics are very strong within this connection, Leo, is about walking away. Understanding when it's time to call it quits. Okay, when the relationship, when there's either too much resistance to change from one or both sides, or to find a common ground, or when you recognize that, when we do go through this Nine of Swords energy, look at that. Underneath there, we have the star, we have healing, and then we have twin flame energy. We have the Two of Wands, so coming together is a beautiful partnership. So I do see healing and coming together in this lifetime, but it may have taken you guys walking away from one another, or turning your back, so, quote unquote, on this journey for some time in order to do the inner work that's necessary, okay, to allow the tower to fall, to allow, the roots of this to be ripped out from where they were growing because it wasn't fertile soil, but where it has been left, or where it has, where it is taking root right now is exactly where it's supposed to be, okay, is a healthier place. All right, and what I'm seeing here is how you can grow from this lesson is the Four of Swords, is that this heartbreak, this sadness, this deep healing of wounding between you guys, whether it's hurt, loss, betrayal, whatever it might be, okay, is actually leading to a beautiful healing that's going to bring you guys back into union, because the Four of Swords talks about this energy of you guys pulling back from one another. But now that it's time to move on, it's time to move forward, and especially with this Star card, it's time to heal. And for me, that's this reconnection. So I do feel like the Leos that I'm picking up on in this reading, many of you guys have had a stop and a start, and you may even feel as if it's impossible that you guys ever come back together. But what your lives will look like after completing this lesson is the Five of Wands. So the Five of Wands in reverse takes me back to the Four of Wands, which is union, which is twin flame union, which is stability. Okay, it's happiness, it's excitement. And what I'm seeing 2 4s is what I'm being shown. 44 is the master number of stability and 3D abundance. So you guys really being able to come back together to create something firm, something stable, and then no more conflict. So many of you guys, you may have experienced a considerable amount of conflict within this connection, okay? Like the first, in your initial sort of meeting, and there may have been resistance to change, but now you're recognizing that there were lessons that needed to be learned, that you and this person, or this what you guys had created, wasn't created or built in the most fertile soil. So again, there was divine intervention, there was divine timing at work, where this was uprooted and shifted into a newer, more health and much healthier place for this connection to thrive, so that the healing could take place here. Okay, something you can do to strengthen your bond. We see the Three of Cups in reverse. So for some of you guys, there may have been, there may have been external interference, and it could have been people. Okay, there could have been ego issues here at play with the Five of Wands. There could have been competition. It could have been that somebody needed outside validation from others, attention. Okay, that got in the way. For others, it may have been something that one of you were doing. Okay, it could have been, drinking too much. It could have been spending too much. But there was some sort of external influence that proved to be a little bit greater, okay, or a little bit stronger than the connection on the first go around, is what I'm picking up on. And so what I'm seeing here is that, after this healing, after this upheaval, after this tower moment, comes this beautiful healing, but where the focus on the connection is just each other, is balance, is what's right for both of us. Okay, so it's really coming out of the ego energy, taking the ego and putting it to the side, and really focusing on this connection, on balance, on what you both can bring to build each other up. Okay, and it's like no longer that external validation, whether it's family members, friends, society, whether it's shopping, work, drink, drugs, flirting with others, exes, that sort of thing. That's being released so that the connection can be just you and your twin. And I love that. And there's emotional balance here as well. And a way that you guys can raise your vibration, I'm seeing the Knight of Cups here, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces energy, about commitment, that both of you being fully committed to the healing, okay, and to, and what I'm seeing here is like moving mountains, because many of you guys are in this energy, this Nine of Swords energy, or in this energy of sort of trying to figure out how to clean up after this tower, where to go, what to do, how to even begin the healing process. But Spirit is showing us through prayer, through meditation, okay, and many of you guys, connecting with your twin in the dream space or through meditation. This is the commitment that you're making to healing yourself, to doing your shadow work, your inner healing. Many of you guys are going back to childhood as well and looking at abandonment issues, rejection, humiliation, hurts and disappointments, or within the connection, because many of you guys, you're in separation from your twin, and you do know who that is in this lifetime. And again, some of you, there may have been betrayal within this connection in this lifetime or in previous, but committed to healing and releasing that karma, okay, is going to raise your vibration. Now, something your twin is mirroring for you, we have the Emperor energy. This is divine masculine. So divine masculine energy is, you may feel as if your twin is very strong at this time. You might feel that your twin is holding back. You might feel as if your twin is very decisive. Your twin may have made a very decisive decision to move away from you in this lifetime. And what I'm getting is with the Emperor, there's this energy of tough love, something that wasn't working out, trying to avoid disaster here. And what your twin with the Emperor energy, the divine masculine, is about, is about setting boundaries. recognizing when it's time to pull back your energy or when to open yourself up, and what energy, that Three of Cups, you're going to allow into your life and allow to affect your connection. Because for many of you, I do feel like there was some sort of outside interference, whether it's family, friends, exes, drinking, shopping, work. Okay, it can be many different things. And I do feel as if your twin is mirroring back to you the strength of this connection, but also the strength of steady nerves, doing what's aligned with your integrity, and doing what what's best for you individually, but ultimately what's best for this connection. Okay, and so it's like doing that inner work on your own and being very strong is ultimately what's going to bring you guys back together and showing you the strength that you feel as if you may not have. Okay. Now, what you can do to help your twin be, or to be their highest expression of themselves, or to reach their highest potential. Again, for some of you, your twin it has walked away. Okay, with this Eight of Cups energy is what I'm picking up on. Although, Leo, it could be you. It could be that you've made a decision to walk away from your twin. Okay, but what you can do to help your twin reach their highest potential, we have the Ace of Swords in reverse. And this is really this is a tough love message from Spirit. But for many of you guys, there is no 3D communication. And it's you or your twin with this Emperor energy is really showing a lot of restraint and control and setting boundaries. Okay, this is all in order to avoid more complication, to avoid disaster. And what I'm seeing is that respecting your twin's boundaries, recognizing that what they're doing, the journey that they are on, may not currently include you here in the 3D, and that it's not about reaching out, it's not about clinging on, because I do feel for many of us here on this twin flame journey, there's this feeling like this need to reach out, this need to be in touch, especially if you guys, there's some sort of tower moment or there's some sort of separation that's going on between you guys. But with that Ace of Swords, it's not about reaching out in the 3D, but it's about doing all of that work and that telepathic communication in the 5D, allowing your twin to have the space that they need to do the work that they need to do, the healing, because what here has been traumatic and what has been this major upheaval, your twin has also experienced. Some of you or your twin, you have to release whatever this third party energy might be. And again, not for all of you is it going to be that there were other people involved, but it may be energy of, workaholism. It may be, cleaning up their behaviors, okay, their spending habits. It could be anything. But it's something that it's almost like they need this time and this space, and it needs to be respected in order to get a clear perspective, in order for you guys to really come back together. So with that Ace of Swords energy, I'm feeling like it's respecting your twin's boundaries, focusing and channeling that energy onto coming into your own alignment. Because remember, what's going on in the 3D can be very different. In the 5D, you guys are always connected. You guys are always communicating. You guys have this unconditional love. And there's this 3D energy that I'm picking up on that's creating static in the airways between you and your twin. And if you're not feeling that unconditional love, if you're feeling this hopelessness and you're feeling rejection and disappointment and sadness and sorrow, it's telling me there's work, there's energy that needs to be cleared out of your system that you may be picking up on from the collective. It could be things that you're carrying around, energy you're carrying around with you from past life karma with your twin that needs to come to the surface to be healed and cleansed. Okay? So let's go ahead and see what angel messages, additional insight for my Leos on their twin flame journey. All right, we get playfulness. Beautiful. We get soulmate. Yes. All right, I love this energy of children coming through. Some of you may have children with your twin, but what I'm seeing here with playfulness and soulmate is recognizing this is the 5D love that's between you guys. And I feel like with this tower moment, there's resistance to doing some of the heavy lifting, either on your part or on your twins. Okay, and you may be going through a dark night of the soul, not feeling not seeing, not sensing the unconditional love that's between you guys. And Spirit wants to really bring this to your attention. With playfulness, it's telling me, because there's a lot of heavy energy here, but it's also, this is about raising your vibration, taking time. Some of us may have been overly focused on this separation or what's happening on this twin flame journey, that Spirit's asking you to pull back. Make sure that you focus on your own happiness. Focus on, if you have children or you have pets or you do things that bring joy to your life, healthy things that are going to raise your vibration. And then we get enchantment. Yeah, this is beautiful, because for many of you guys, you may feel, especially with this tower moment, I'm just getting this like really heavy storm energy, that whatever you've been going through has really, it's like there's a need for grounding. And we see that with the Ace of Discs. It's like I can hear and feel the roots have been pulled out from the earth. And with enchantment, it's like you guys have been in this nether world. It's like this Neptunian energy, like it's a drunken state. It's where things are foggy, where things are confused, and Spirit's asking you to really ground yourself. And with this playfulness, it's this energy of grounding yourself on earth. They're showing me kids playing on the grass. You and your soulmate are always together, but this need for this grounding, because many of you, I feel, have been really up in your own headspace. Some of you might have been spending way too much time on your own, overly focused on this connection, and Spirit's saying there's a power, there's a healing energy to walking outside in nature, to playing with, children or babies or pets, or spending time with your friends and with your family members, to pull you out of this, this dreamlike state. But it's not quite a dream, it's more like a nightmare. And this is about many of you guys spending too much time alone and overly focused on coming into connection here with your, in the 3D with your twin, maybe not even respecting boundaries. Now, do take into account here, Leo, that some of you, the roles are reversed here, okay? That I may be picking up on your energy and it may be your twin, okay? So it's like, the power here in this message is feeling the 5D love and the unconditional love between you and your twin, that connection, that you guys always have in your heart space, raising your vibration. Things have gotten very, very heavy is what I'm picking up on. There's been some sort of major separation or upheaval, trauma, and yeah, dark night of the soul. But with enchantment, it's also this need to see what's truly real and what's not real. And that's both in the 3D, grounding yourself, going outside, talking to other people, putting one foot in front of the other, because I'm picking up on some of you who have been, who have been crying for days, or some of you that when you take a shower, you cry in the shower, or whenever the lights go out or nobody can see you, that you shed tears, or there's this, I'm picking up on an intense energy of depression and anxiety here, but that's not maybe the face that you're showing the world. Okay, and there's a need, that you will be coming out of this conflict as this healing takes place. Okay, but there's also a need for release, letting go what you've been holding on to so tightly. Okay, and that's, again, some of you, it might be, I need to talk to this person. I need to see them one more time. Okay, and it feels a little obsessive, but it's not. It's about shifting your focus, channeling that energy on into your own healing and the love that you guys share, regardless of what's happening in the 3D. So we get take a break, a life's work, not a season, get off the treadmill. Yeah, because some of you guys have been very, very intensely focused on recommitment, reunion, coming together, trying to control the outcome here. And Spirit's saying you've been doing it over time. Okay, some of you guys have just been in survival mode is what I'm picking up on. But now it's time to shift that energy, to bring more joy into your life, to recognize, to pull back, to see the bigger picture. We get Anna, Grandmother Jesus, seeding the light, laying foundations, and divine plan. So there's definitely this energy here of healing with Anna, Grandmother Jesus, and it's about really, it's about really trusting that there is a divine plan, that walking away sometimes seems so counterintuitive to what it is that we want to do or what we want to achieve, but that might be the very thing that brings us the healing and brings us this reconnection. Priestess energy. How are you being called to step up and lead? So your twin is mirroring this energy for you, coming out as the Emperor. Now, this is also a reminder that you guys are intuitively, telepathically connected, not only in the heart space, but also with that third eye chakra, so that when you need to communicate with your twin, or you need to receive messages from your twin, you can always do that through prayer and through meditation. But you're being asked to step up and lead, rather than, again, some of you guys are in sort of survival mode. You guys are just sort of getting by. And Spirit saying your twin is mirroring this Emperor energy, this energy of taking the lead here. And again, taking the lead and seeing what is the best action for you, releasing what you've been holding on to that's been keeping you in sort of a trauma state, or in a state of illusion here with this enchantment, really grounding and moving forward. And we get Pleiades. Some of you guys are working with the collective, double mission, channeling, and uplifting humanity. So you guys are definitely going through an intense spiritual awakening. You have triggered this within your twin flame connection, you and your twin, I'm seeing. You guys might also be part of the same collective if you identify as starseeds. But Pleiadian energy here is telling you that what you have been through, and some of you guys, there are traumatic experiences from your childhood, or within your twin flame journey, or in your love and relationships in general, is energy that needs to be transmuted. Because recognizing what you and your twin are doing actively is not always easy. Dark night of the soul, very difficult, very painful energy. It can be difficult to see the light at the end of the tunnel. But what you are channeling and what you are anchoring into the earth plane is not only so that you two can come together in the 3D. Remember, you're always connected in the 5D, but that this energy, what you have learned and what you are growing from and what you are going through, is also going to help raise and uplift the collective. So your darkest moments can turn into, your best, your biggest moments of grace, but it may be hard to see that as you're going through that, okay? So let's go ahead and see what additional messages come through for my Leos on their twin flame journey. All right, we get Mandala of the Heart, number 17, breaking down to an 8. So some of you guys are definitely August-born Leos, and I do feel like there's some connection here to the Lionsgate portal, so I want you to take a look back to what was going on, or what you were manifesting out during, the 888 portal. So the message here is, sometimes aspects of our life fall apart and don't go to plan. There's that Tower moment. Here's that 9 of Swords energy. This is so they can come back together in a beautiful new way. Trust in the goodness, in the inevitable blessing of your destiny falling into place. Do not trust your fears. 9 of Swords energy. Put your faith and love of your heart. A heartfelt wish is going to manifest. Yeah, and I love that. That is confirmation of, everything I've been reading in these messages, you guys. That there's some sort of, through this turmoil, a blessing is going to be received. It may be very difficult for my Leos to see that out there, especially those of you who are suffering from the pain of separation or loss with your twin. Okay, but you are definitely, this is a major leveling up in your journey. All right, let's go ahead and see what else comes through. Final messages we get. All right, miracles and blessings. Everything has its gift. Number 13. So there's definitely something here transforming, and you're going to see that again through your darkest hours. You're going to see that this is actually a miracle and a blessing. But again, many of you can't see that right now. All right, and some of you might be wondering, why is my twin, holding back? Why has my twin walked away from me? Why is my twin being so tough on me? But you're going to soon learn this beautiful lesson, and that there's a blessing that's going to be revealed here, Leos. Do something for someone, give your attention to another. So I see that coming through really strong with the playfulness. Some of you, it's time to get back out there, okay? It's time to, to play with your children, to play with your dogs, to reach out to your friends, your family members, your soul tribe, okay? And lean on your circle of inner support at this time. And then we get be authentic, be real and true to who you are and how you feel. So that's not about covering up your feelings. For some of you, it's about talking about what you've been through. For some of you, it's going to be journaling. It's going to be creating music. For some of you, again, I do feel that many of you guys, like I'm picking up on somebody in the shower, talking, crying. For many of you also, it's about connecting in that dream space. There's so many meditations that you can find online so that you can be authentic and connect to your twin soul through the third eye chakra, through the heart space, and really pull you back. Because with this enchantment card, I'm getting that there's something here that's blurred the lines. There's something here, there's some sort of illusion or distortion that we're dealing with. And so this authenticity is you coming into alignment, okay, and moving through this sort of fog. All right, Leos, I'm going to leave it there. I love you guys so much. Thank you for listening. I hope you have an absolutely beautiful day. Take care.